Hi Joe, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thanks for coming today. So, tell me, what made you first start thinking about sharing a mortgage?
So, the thing that prompted it was I heard from my dad about shareamortgage.com, and it got me thinking, okay, maybe I could purchase with a friend, I'd have that protection, I wouldn't have to worry. And I'm in a fortunate position where I've got a big deposit, and but not great salary, so I haven't got that affordability on my own. So by actually looking into it, talking with friends, I had another friend who's in the same situation. She's got a fairly good deposit, a fairly good salary, and it's just a case of matching that up and seeing what we can do together. So you met with her last time, and we chatted through it, and we had a lot of potential there. But unfortunately, in the end, we couldn't go ahead with it. And I'd been talking to, because I'd spoken to a few people about it and how we'd come to meet you previously. I just kind of put it out there with other friends. And
So you approached some of your other friends.
Yeah, well, it was more I was talking about it and saying what my friends and I were doing, and it sparked interest. Anyway, long story short, my friend then approached me and said, if it falls through, I'd be happy to do this as well. So we had a conversation, and he's actually got a lower deposit but a much better salary. So the best thing about that is that we're helping each other out. And
so you've got a good deposit.
I've got a good deposit but a
low
salary, and he's got a smaller salary but a
bigger salary but a lower deposit.
Yeah.
So together, adding your salaries together, you can get a bigger mortgage multiple.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then adding your deposits together, you have a good deposit to put forward.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant. So why would you look to share a mortgage over renting then?
So I think it's a no-brainer really. Renting is just a waste of money for me anyway, because I'm paying all this money to someone else, then I'm never going to see that again. Whereas by investing in a property, you're paying rent, but you're actually paying off a mortgage, and that's towards what you own. So like I say, no-brainer. But and if I can buy somewhere, brilliant. Because I've got this deposit, that's why I want to invest it. I don't want to fritter it away, and I can get a good place in London by teaming up with a business friend. Yeah. So, and the thing is, we are seeing it as an investment as well. So we're not going in thinking, we're going to have an amazing house. And, I know a lot of people kind of think you buy a house to grow old in it and, have children and all this stuff. But actually, we're seeing it as it's completely business side of things. If we're buying in London, the potential growth that we would get is great. And, it seems like a sensible idea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can only hope that property prices can go up and they can go down. But in London, the trend seems to be that they seem to be moving forward. So I know that you're looking at different places to buy to get hopefully a good place where you can live close enough to work that you don't have to spend the £400 odd it costs to get in on a month. Yeah. So that there's savings there. But so one of the major things which people do think about is what happens if it goes wrong.
I think, and then that's it. That's why share mortgage is so good, because we have that shared ownership protection. So if something does go wrong, every fine detail is outlined, clarified by both of us at the beginning. And when we come out of it, we could come out of it not talking, but at least we're safe and everything's protected in terms of our investment. What we put into the property while we're living there. So it's you can sleep easy because you know that everything's protected should things go wrong.
Which is really helpful. But the question, I suppose, is that if you didn't share a mortgage with someone, how long would you have to wait to buy a house if you did it on your own?
A little while longer. I think,
do you actually think you possibly might never be able to afford it if you were going to be buying on your own?
Personally, I reckon I could get, a place on my own around, kind of outside of London. But I just feel, it's not going to be as affordable. I'm going to be struggling to pay it every month. But not everyone has that opportunity. I've been very fortunate that, like I say, that I do have a deposit. Not everyone does, so it makes it nearly impossible to buy. And there's a lot of people. The property market now is, compared to how it was, and being able, and you have all these schemes and things like that. But it's really hard to buy now. And I think if I wasn't doing this now, I probably wouldn't buy for another few years. And by then I've probably spent some of my deposit, and it's a no-brainer to do it while I can do it now, and with a friend who I trust, who I'm comfortable living with, and yeah.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. I think that is everything that I need. Thank you.
I'm really sorry that I stuttered a lot.
No, but human. Do you know what? That's the reason why I do